Carlton D. Moss with the Metro Record newspaper. Today we're going in to visit another black-owned business. We're about to visit Chapman's House of Pain here at 284 Main Street in Indian Orchard, Massachusetts. So we're going to go and we're going to have this conversation with Will Chapman, and let's go see what happens and see what it's like, what life is like in the House of Pain.
What's up, my brother? What's up? How you doing?
Here for the interview. We're here for the tour.
Okay.
And let's see what you got here. Is that cool?
Yo.
Show me around.
Absolutely, man. It's always a pleasure to see you, brother. You know, Will Chapman is a son of Springfield, a father in the community, a father to my own children. You know, I'm just a simple guy. You know, I want to make a difference in my community.
Okay.
I don't think I have any things about me, any thoughts or concerns that make myself different from anybody else.
Alright.
Well, I always been like the type of person to have the type of mind to say, you know, what make things work, you know, how to put things together, you know, and they say necessity is the mother of invention, you know, so there was always a need. I used to see friends ride bikes up and down the street. You know I didn't have no bike, you know, when I was smaller, so I had to build one. And we'd go around the neighborhood and find old bike parts and stuff and hook that thing up. And before you know it, we was riding something that better than what they had at the store. You know, and I think, you know, little things like that got my gears going. And you know, over the years, I had the support of my mom and my family, you know, and I stayed with it, you know.
Yeah.
Little tools I would want, you know, if I come borrow it, my mom would buy it or whatever, and I just started adding those tools to my little repertoire, you know, adding those tools to my catalog, and I got to the point where I ended up at Putnam. You know, because I think I was a little handy before I got to Putnam, but I ended up at Putnam, and I took carpentry. You know, it was a battle between automotive and carpentry, and I was like, you know what, let me go with carpentry, and you know, I learned how to build small furniture, and then we learned how to do framework on houses, and we had the opportunity to go out on the co-op program. And those are, you know, a trade was a beautiful thing. Those are skills that you can take anywhere you go, right. You know. So as I went on different job sites, I would see other people do what they do, and I would just observe, right. You know. And by observing, nowadays you can Google and YouTube anything. So it's just practice and repetition, you know. Okay. So I started adopting these skills. Yeah. And
so on the flip side, you're a son and you're a father. How important is family life?
Family is everything. Family life is everything. You know, yeah, I've been through some trials and tribulations, some battles, some ups and downs, and highs and lows. But you know, in all of that, family plays a big factor. You know, you have things you learn from your family when you're going through hard times. Those times you're down and out. You know, you have family to fall back on. You know, and you want to create that for the family that you create, right? You know, so yeah, family's everything.
So talk about some of those defining days for Will Chapman.
Oh man, I got downs for days, But I think, like my brother Moore said, those downs are kind of what shaped me. Because I could remember being a young man, just being like passive, not really wanting confrontation. I want to mind my business. I don't want to smoke. And I grew up in the projects right up the street from here. It's a rough neighborhood,
Right.
So if you don't protect your food, it might get taken. My older brother and sister used to say, "Hey, don't let us hear about you running home.
Yeah.
You done took a L, or you done got scared, to defend yourself." And so, I had to. I gotta fight this guy, or I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna get beat up. And that kind of stuck with me over the years. So it made me the type of person where I had to be in a position within myself where I felt like I was sticking up for myself. My brother and sister, they really put that to me. Like, listen, you're not fighting your battles, you're gonna fight them for yourself. And that kind of shaped my personality. And so whenever I would get into troubled water, so to speak, I just dig deep and be willing not to give up. Because I've run into problems with, my problems are no different than the rest of the brothers out there. We got young men in the neighborhood and from the neighborhood community incarcerated or in the grave. And that could have easily been myself, because I was down with them situations.
Gotcha.
Run-ins with the law, run-ins with other brothers from the community, that turned violent, turned into hospital visits. I've been through it, but my mentality was each day is a blessing. Each day is a new day, another opportunity to reinvent yourself. So that's what I run with.
All right. So, family life, you have sons.
Yeah.
What type of father are you, man? Tell me about your fatherhood side.
Oh, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm old school. I'm old school. And, my perception of fatherhood or how I am as a father might be different from my son's perception as dad. So if you ask my son, you might get an entirely different story. So I enjoy fatherhood, time with, especially time with the boys, because you get to toss them around and expect them to come running back. So my thought process on fatherhood was I'm going to give me to my children.
Gotcha.
And so I tried to keep them involved in things that I was involved in as a youth, and just give them a little space to make their own decision and their own mistakes. But fatherhood is a blessing, and I'm in the spectrum. I got adult children and I got little babies. You know what I mean? And in between, so. Fatherhood is a joy for me.
And I see there are times when you bring your son with you to work.
That's crucial to the survival of legacy. I've been gifted with a skill set that I can survive in any situation. You can put me somewhere, you're on a desert island, I'll find something to build a shelter. We start with the basics.
Right.
Food and shelter, and that's what I try to teach my young ones while I got the opportunity, instead of letting them sit at home and play video games and, be on the phone or whatever. Nah, you come to work with dad, and I actually take the opportunity to instill some wholesome things within them, so that they'll have things that they can take with them that they might be able to raise a family and nourish a family off of,
All right, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, I had to ask that because, again, people need to know that our business owners are multidimensional. And now let's talk about you and owning the business. Tell us the name of your business, how long you owned it, how long you aspired to open it?
So the name of my business is Chapman's House of Pain, right? And we are the home base of Chapman's Martial Arts, and all that makes up Chapman's Martial Arts. You know, we teach personal fitness, we teach nutrition, we teach martial arts, anything that has to do with combat skills. We teach weapons. You know, we old school with it. We teach kata, we teach MMA, however you want to go with it. You want to be able to defend yourself, you know, when you leaving the club or, you know, late night, coming from the casino, coming from a function, you know, you got to go through a dark parking garage, get to your car. You just want to feel like you can defend yourself if somebody attacked you, you know. We teach you how to do all of that, you know, and we've been here at this location for about 3 years. But before that, like we talked about early, like we started in basements. I've had classes at Blunt Park, and we were in Blunt Park for a whole summer. And I had little kids and parents out there, rain or shine. We was in the rain, sparring, doing katas. You know, it was a beautiful thing to see that type of dedication. But I think altogether on my own, I've been teaching for about 10 years on my own. And before that, I had the privilege to teach under my stepfather, Charles Humans, who is a phenomenal martial artist and instructor. So, you know, I come from a good lineage, you know, so yeah, I mean, I've been at it for a while. I've been taking martial arts since I was 8 years old. I'm 41 now, you know, so I've been here for a little while. I've been here for a while.
What would a plan look like? What would the assessment process look like?
First, I would just basically ask you what your personal goals are. You know, what are you trying to achieve? You know, some people come in already knowing what they want. I want to know how to box, you know, I want to lose a few pounds, I want to actually gain weight, you know, so I will ask you what your goals are, and I'll kind of pick your brain a little bit about what your life is like now, so I can get an idea of what changes we need to implement.
Okay, and then what would be the next step?
The next step, based on what you want, you know, I tell you my time and availability and my rates, and you know, we get you filling out paperwork and get you in here. I'm here to motivate you and help you smash whatever your goals is. You know, my thought process is like, once you first come in, I kind of want to take things at your level, but I kind of want to evaluate you too. Okay. So I might throw a series of exercises at you and tell you to do this series of exercises X amount of times, maybe 3-4 times. And while you're doing it, I'm just going to evaluate your performance. You know what I mean? So I can see where we go from here.
Okay.
Do we increase? Do we decrease?
Got you. So you got to meet people where they're at.
Yes.
Okay.
You got to meet people where they're at.
So what do we see in the future? What are we looking for? You've been here for a couple of years. What's next? Career-wise for yourself personally, and then for the community that you serve here at Chapman's House of Pain.
Well, I'm always looking for ways to better serve the community. You know, like this business is about profit, but it's not all about profit for me over here. It's also about passion. You know, I'd be here whether I made $1 million or I'd be here if I made nothing, because like I refer to this place as my personal sanctuary first.
Gotcha.
You know, so I'm fortunate to have people come in and share it with me. The goal here, is like you said, to better be able to serve the community. So, you know, I'm looking forward to, you know, this Corona season being over, so we can get back to, you know, our regular scheduled business. You know, I'm looking forward to growth and development. You know, I want to ignite a fire in this area when it comes to fitness and being health conscious. You know, I have a lot of family members, a lot of friends that have health problems due to fitness or the lack thereof. You know, they have health problems based on eating the wrong foods, you know, through habit. You know, I was one of those guys. You know, I'm a black man. You know what I mean? I grew up in a family with the best cooks in the family, you know? Every black family will argue like, yo, we got the best cooks. Listen, and not only was holidays magnificent, but they sold dinners all the time. Like, listen, we had the aunts and grandmothers and uncles that always had
those Sunday gatherings.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday gatherings. Listen, you go over Aunt Pearl house, get some socket to me cake.
Right.
You can't find no socket to me cake nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, I used to eat wrong. A lot of the wrong stuff, you know, wrong proportions. You know, I don't know, as little as I am, I don't know where all that food went. You know, because I sit down and I'd bury 2-3 dinners in a row. You know, if I didn't have a high metabolism, I wasn't active, I would be like a walking wheel. But yeah, man, I just want to ignite a fire under people when it comes to fitness, and not only fitness, but the arts is all about survival, teaching you how to defend yourself, and that survival and being able to defend yourself, it goes beyond your hands and feet and your physical ability. It goes into your mentality. It becomes a way of thinking. You know, it causes you to be a survivor, but it also causes you to be a hardcore yet compassionate person. So it creates a necessary balance within you. And one of the other things I respect about it is, for me, it teaches me to be calm and have a sense of calmness in the middle of chaos or the middle of the storm, so to speak. So, like, I'm that guy when everybody else is panicking. Like, you know, I'm looking around. Like, I try not to push that panic button until like the last minute. Some people definitely jump the gun when it comes to panicking. You know, so. Yeah, man. I try to be an example of what I preach to people, and I preach a lot of fitness. So I don't want to walk around here and be out of shape, have somebody catch me slipping, you know. So mental health is a touchy subject in the black community.
Absolutely.
You know, especially amongst black men. You know, and a lot of times, myself, you know, I'm the guilty guy here. I'm wired to go. I'm pretty sure I got ADH something, you know what I mean? But I just go. And I'm so wired to go, like I'll overbook, I'll forget commitments, like I'm just go.
Right.
But there's no rest. You need rest. Rest is very important. There's no self-time, self-care. You know what I mean? All that meditation is out the window, you know, because you get up, your feet hit the ground, you go.
Let's go.
Right. And a lot of times I run, so I end up sitting down and falling asleep somewhere. You know? I like to say there's, it might be more, but I think there's 2 versions of myself. Might be a few more. But you get Will Chapman, and Will Chapman is a cool cat. That's your friend, and you know, and then you get Black Tornado. You know, that's that alter ego. That's no nonsense. You know, Black Tornado. Like if I was you, I would leave him alone. I leave him alone. You know, I try not to take him with me when I go places. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and in the show, what you see is a combination of those 2 characters.
Okay.
You see Will Chapman in the show, but you see a lot of Black Tornado too, you know. You know, on top of allowing you to see William Chapman and Black Tornado, my goal is for the viewer, you guys, to see all the talent in the surrounding community, surrounding the world of fitness and throughout. You know, we have so many business owners and entrepreneurs in the area, you know, people that get the point and they are like making their own way instead of making somebody else rich. You know,
Absolutely.
people that want that residual income, and people that want to leave legacy and generational wealth for their families. You know, so people are getting the point. You know, so I want to spotlight that, because that to me is dope. That, as well as the athletes and the trainers and the martial artists and the boxers, you know, the ball players, you know, we have some beautiful and creative minds in this area. So the goal with the show was not all about me. It was to create a platform for that.
Okay. There's so much more to what you do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Aside from what's in the brochure. Does that make sense?
Oh man, sometimes I get here to work with a client and I can't tell whether it's a personal training session or a therapy session. You know? But it's like that sometimes. Sometimes you need that, you know. Some people get their release by venting and talking, and some people get that release by exhausting themselves physically, you know, that energy release, you know, and I respect it either way.
Okay, that's what's up. So, can we see you in the ring, like at some point competing? Do you compete professionally?
Oh man, so I mean, listen. Yeah, you can see me in the ring. You gotta see me in the ring real soon. You gonna see me in the cage. I mean, that would be dope. That would be dope if I could keep, you know, if I could keep myself, you know, physically together, you know, long enough. I mean, absolutely, you know.
Okay.
Absolutely. The fight game, I love the fight game. You know, I'll do anything, you know. Like I always say, I'll do anything. You know, we could do point fighting, we could wrestle, we could do jiu-jitsu, we could do MMA, you know, we could do boxing, you know, Muay Thai, whatever. Pick up 2 sticks. We can throw snowballs at each other. It don't matter. Let's do it. I'm all about that action.
Yeah, that's you. If there was something you want to convey to the world, a message you want to get out there, what would that message be at this point?
Man, you know, just love yourselves and each other. Tomorrow's not promised. You know what I mean? Treat each other right, treat yourself right. And part of treating yourself right is getting up off that couch, you know, treating that body right, eating the right things, and staying fit. You know, you want to be around for your family, you know. And I'm a strong advocate of martial arts and what it does for children and adults. Strong advocate of every man, woman, and child being able to competently defend themselves. So, check out something. Check out an MMA gym. Check out a boxing gym. Something, some type.
Check out Chapman's House of Pain.
Yo, check us out. Check us out over here. You know, we'll get you going, steer you on the right path. You know, as much as I talk about fighting, believe me, I'm a man of peace. You know, but sometimes you gotta study war to keep the peace. Believe that.